This is a Podco original.
Yeah, and now, Hutch, tell me and tell the people kind of what you want to bring to the podcast space.
Is there something that we can bring to the table that'll be different? Not just the recapping of shows. Can we bring a vibe? Can we bring an energy that's going to be a bit different? I did a film called Zombievers. I end up looking at it and then I look at the plot line.
Okay.
And I called my manager and went, is my career over? First off, I signed a 2-year lease. All right, I had a 2-year lease, okay? And
You really get to use your imagination.
That's the great thing about horrible CGI.
You can just do what you want. Get up there and just swell around. He's a, what do you call those babies?
Nepo baby?
Nepo baby, that's what it is.
that went from being like a really sweet
Yeah.
moment, like being like, you remember your grandfather doing all this good work, to you're a piece of you know that? Yeah.
Some of our crew would come back stoned after
For sure.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, for sure. I didn't get it then, but I get
full
it now.
stizzity stone.
Yeah.
And I was like, at work? And I was like,
Yeah.
you know what I could never wear? The outfit Zendaya wore to the June premiere.
Her like bubble suit.
Yeah.
Now, why?
Lindsey couldn't wear it because the atmosphere coming off Lindsey's sweat body.
Oh, yeah.
All those see-through bubbles would be
Perspiration.
That ass would just
condensation.
be cloud. I wonder if she farted in that thing.
Had to.
And then she took it off, if it was trapped in there.
She could have sold that for so much money. A trapped fart? I'd bid on that fart.
Right?
Damn.
Do you think it was childhood you who decided on those bangs you have for season 2 for Moe's?
As a child,
Yeah. Back at it again. Maniacal.
go ahead and smash that follow and subscribe button.
Yes.
For more content like this,
Yes.
make sure you smash that follow button. Hey, listeners, viewers, fans of this podcast, we have a bonus audio-only episode that comes out weekly on the podcast platform. So if you're just watching us on YouTube, make sure you head over to Spotify or Apple, wherever you get your podcast, and smash follow. You'll get the Neds Pod extra episode every week where we play your voices.
Your voice, guys.
We
Send in
play
the
your
tapes.
stories, your questions, your voices,
So we do impressions of them. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
and we roast you.
Oh, yeah. Roasted, for sure.
No, seriously, don't miss it. They're super fun.
Yeah.
I've been loving those.
It's cool. And
Yeah.
we brought
You mean
in
the one day we've done it?
We did 4 episodes.
We did
We
4 episodes.
That was
Right. So
fun.
like the one day that we got together and we're in that energy.
I've been loving those episodes.
Oh.
I stand by what I said.
It's a good time. And we love hearing from you guys. It's really great. We get feedback, but also sometimes great stories. It's really entertaining.
That's the thing I've been loving is like, because we can read your guys' comments, which I do, and those are great. Keep commenting. But actually hearing like someone,
The person behind it?
yeah, having like you guys have told us a couple stories on these, and like it's really meaningful.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We were like, hey, this is like therapy the last time.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
We all needed to hear something that was said.
Exactly. It makes it so fucking human, doesn't it? Like
Yeah.
messages on a screen is one thing, but like actually hearing your like, oh, that's a
Yeah.
person out there.
Yeah, we can't really gauge the tone when it's just written, but we're getting some sarcasm from some of you guys. You know?
Yep.
This
Yeah,
is really
your
nice.
show's great.
Love the last episode.
Hey guys, I just want to say
Say.
we've been doing this over a year.
Woo!
Now. Happy year anniversary.
Year anniversary. Well, that's like a birthday. It's like a
Yeah.
birthday thing.
Yeah, happy fucking birthday
The
to
last
Neds
time I
Pod.
was this excited, I was a year sober.
Nice.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm proud of us.
I'm really
am, though,
proud of us.
Didn't know if I'd
actually.
see you through the seasons when this started.
Man, didn't know.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
Every time I saw you, I thought, this could be the last.
It's true.
And now that's only every 2 times I've seen you, I think that. You know what I'm saying?
It's better. It's getting better.
Do you get nervous when we come to record that maybe we'll not have anything to talk about?
Almost every moment.
Yeah, every
yes.
time. Yeah.
Every moment leading up to this, I'm just like, why would they want to hear it? What do they want? Like, you know what I'm saying? What am I going to repeat myself?
Right. I've had moments like that, but our track record, we've been doing this over a year now, and we continue to be able to speak. So now I trust. Now when I come here, we're in the flow. I say, hey, whatever's coming, it's gonna come. It's gonna be great. I'm proud of us.
52 weeks straight. We been every Wednesday at your neck, and now with you on your ride to work. We've been there. I wish I could have shown this much consistency in other areas of my life.
Amen.
Hey, we got it now.
My relationships fail. Except for this current one. It's going great. It's going great.
We got it now. And shout out to you guys, the audience, the listeners, the viewers. You've been with us for a year. The reason we're still going is because we have an audience, and that's you guys. Yeah. Fucking dope, guys.
So cool. The mirror reflection, this audience is giving back to us and like allowing us to do all this, continue this journey. And
we've
so
hit
it's like
many
this little
milestone.
cycle of energy.
Many milestones. Had our first live Neds Pod event in LA last year. We have more coming up for the summer. Yeah. Really exciting. We're going to meet you guys in person. Look out for when we announce live pod dates. But
San Antonio for sure.
San Antonio Nostalgia Con.
Yeah. Something. Did you say con?
Daniel, will you feel the palm on my hand and tell me if it's really hot? Yours is really hot.
Is it? Mine is.
Yours
I run hot.
Can I get some of these hand touchings?
Let's see. Give
yours is so sweaty.
Give me that left hand.
No, it's not sweaty. It's just hot. It's just hot.
You're hotter than his.
Daniel's is hot and dry. Yours is hot and wet.
Hot and wet. Yeah. Moist. The moisture.
She's proud of that. Speaking of our audience, Daniel, did someone send us something?
We did. We received a gift.
I love
Get it up on the table. For the people just listening can't view, I have a big brown box, and I'll give you a box.
Great.
So this was sent in by an audience member?
Yes, an audience member by the name of Lindsey Bakes.
Lindsey Bakes?
You know what? And she made us this awesome cookie. So you get to check it out. Check out what's in here. It might be hard. You still got to open another piece, I think. But she made us these awesome Neds Declassified cookies. I complimented them, and then she was like, I got some more to send you guys.
I need a scissor.
To Devin, Lindsey, and Daniel, thank you for making my adolescent years so much better.
Oh,
Lizzie,
Lizzie, you the
This
truth.
is from the Lindsey Bake Co.
Now let's see these cookies she sent us. Some of them are edible, some are not edible.
What?
Actually, I don't think any of them are edible cookies.
Wait. I think it's a picture.
It's a picture, but it should be a cookie.
It's all made of cake.
Oh, is it a cake?
Yo, this
Lindsey
is crazy.
Bake Shop.
You guys, look at this.
Yeah.
Wait, Linz, wait till you see these.
Okay,
hold on. All right, I'm gonna hold these up to the camera. All right, we got a James K. Polk cookie. Hold on, look at this. That's Toot Toot as a cookie.
Oh, we got Seth Powers too.
Look at Seth Powers.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. She even got the chain on him.
That's lit. Oh, Lizzie, you're the best.
Lizzie Bakes, this is crazy. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Obsessed with this framed photo. This.
We're not eating that one.
No, I know. I
we
want
don't have
to
to
keep
eat
it.
That's gonna stay on set. Oh yeah, sorry.
So it's this beautifully framed cookie that's set for all perpetuity in this amber. No, it's just this cookie that's framed in this beautiful frame.
Were you just speaking into the ether? Just like you were just speaking as if this isn't a podcast?
I'm just speaking as if this isn't a fucking podcast. Yeah, Devin. Look at the little writing on there. I mean, it's so delicate.
Detailed,
yeah, that's
delicate.
part of our set now, by
I
the
love
way.
this.
Thanks, Lizzie Bakes.
Thank you.
Yeah, for those of you just listening, she sent us these crazy cookies. We have a Seth Powers cookie, a Toot Toot cookie. There's
Nedmos cookie.
There's Nedmos and cookie on a cookie.
Look at that icing of your arm. Like, that looks freaking good.
Yeah, that's lit.
It's so long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got that long arm, strong arm.
Thank you so much, Lizzie Bakes Co.
You're the best. We're saving
You're
these.
amazing.
Go follow
Thank
Lizzie
you.
Bakes Co. on Instagram. I think I've seen her.
I
right?
think,
Lizzie Bakes Co.
You've seen her stuff. I retweeted it.
I retweet it too.
Can you tell me if these are edible or not? I don't want to eat them.
They're definitely. I think the ones in the little packages have to be edible.
Maybe.
Why would they not
She
be
even
edible?
got my weird ass hairstyle.
No, why would they not be edible? I think
on
only
you.
the framed one is not.
I'm gonna
edible.
frame this.
Dude,
one
these are
too,
definitely
Lizzie.
edible.
Yeah, they're fucking cookies.
Okay. I'll watch you guys eat them first, and then. then I'm
Here, you
down.
want to put these in there with that guy?
Sure.
Wow. I am moved.
Thank you, Lizzie
I am
Bakes.
friggin' moved.
You're moved, Lizzie.
All right,
Thank you.
Give me your boxes, and then let's get into this rewatch.
Woo! Speaking of making it this far, oh, there we go. making it this far in new chapters. Because we're in pretty much the second season of the Neds pod.
That's absolutely correct.
We
made it to
season two, and we made it to season 2 in our rewatches. This is first episode.
First episode of rewatches,
episode. And it is called
New Semester.
New Semester.
Before you recap it for us, do you guys remember anything about like going into second season? Do you remember us getting picked up? Do you remember any of that business? I kind of didn't.
I remember getting picked up because at the end of the first season, I went back to my regular high school and almost failed my finals because I was so far behind on work. So then when we figured out it was going to be picked up for a longer batch, that's when I went into homeschooling.
No, that's true. I did the same. Like the first season of Neds was 13 episodes, so that only took a certain amount of chunk of time. I went back to public middle school, did a semester of school, and then we found out season 2 was going to be 8 months instead of like 5, and then you're just homeschooled.
Yep.
Yeah, no more.
I stayed in public school though. Still,
that's so crazy.
I remember I went to because I had just switched to Prisk. No, not Prisk Elementary. We were in middle school at that time. I switched to the Stanford Hawks, man. Great times there, man. And I stuck it out for the whole year, just returning packets of work to my teachers.
Did you find that they kept up with it? Like
they didn't like the arrangement. They didn't like the arrangement, but we made it work.
No, it's awful because homeschool, the work is designed for you to basically do on your own. They know you're homeschooled. Trying to keep up with a regular school's workload, but you're only doing school for 3 hours a day instead of fucking 8 in school, like it's not
and
the same thing, man.
Like the curriculum will change. Like they were like, I can give you all this, but I don't know that I'm going to stick to this curriculum. So they didn't want it to have damaging effects on me, but then I just had to stay ahead. So I would come back, check in, and say, hey, what can you give me to be advanced for what you're already sending me home with? Because things were changing.
Yeah. The thing I do remember about season 2 is we filmed the first season at Sunset Gower Studios.
A proper set.
A proper soundstage studio. It wasn't Paramount. It wasn't WB. It wasn't.
But didn't they like mix American Dreams there? Didn't American Dreams also shoot there that show? With Brittany Snow?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Anyway, it shot up there too. But it was legit.
But yeah, we were at a legit soundstage studio in Hollywood, and they were like, congrats, guys. You got picked up for second season. We love Neds. It's doing so well. Everyone loves it. You had 13 episodes for season 1. You get 22 for season 2, or 20 episodes for season 2. And we were like, yay, they love us. And they were like, but you're not going back to Sunset Gower. And we're like, cool, where are we going? And they're like, North Hollywood, to a studio that's never been a studio before. And you're going to sweat and you're going to suffer.
And we did.
And we did, and we loved it.
Yeah.
I did kind of love it.
Good times.
But yeah, that's what I remember about season 2. That was when we shifted to Occidental Studios in NoHo, hang a left at the nudie store. And yep.
Wow.
Yep. Good times.
Did any of y'all ever go into that nudie store?
I never did.
No, too young.
We were so young.
I know, but
just to go. Wait, why did you? You're saying it like you did?
No.
I bet some crew members did.
I know.
Yeah, for sure.
Pop in on the way home.
Or
get something
lunch.
for the wife at lunch.
Getting something for the wife. Wow.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
Do you remember how some of our
What?
some of our crew would come back stoned after
For
lunch?
sure.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, for sure. I didn't get it then, but I get
Full
it now.
stizzity stoned.
Yeah.
And I was like, at work? And I was like,
Yeah. Where else? Where else would we do it?
oh my gosh, some of those guys were so cool though.
Yeah. I love running into old crew members from Neds. They were like such a part of our lives. So whenever I get to run it, I'm like, oh, I remember you. Do you remember?
Do you remember?
Anyway, do you want to give us a nice recap of the new semester episode?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, the other thing I picked up on from this episode. Sorry, the other thing I picked up was immediately when this episode started, I said, who let me have that fucking haircut?
Oh.
And who cut your bangs?
You know, I was just gonna speak on me.
Nah.
But yeah, those bangs were heinous.
We both had bad
because
bangs.
they weren't full. Like they weren't a full row of bangs. It looked like they were sparse, that they heralded from the middle and just sort of got more sparse as they went out. Sometimes they were over here and over here. I thought, no. But I think you're going to be pretty impressed with me because I feel like I'm known for maybe not taking these rewatches super seriously, or like these recaps, putting my all into it. Okay. Look at this one, y'all.
Let's go. Oh, you got letters on that page.
You rewrote the script.
I know. And then I was like, oh my God, no wonder Devin doesn't want to always do all this work. This is so much work.
Actual work.
All right. So, new semester. We open on Ned. He's coming in. He says, new classes, new students, fresh start for students who didn't do so hot last semester, including Ned. Nice. So then he says, what do you do to prepare for this new semester? You make a semester to-do list, all right? We open his locker. We see his semester to-do list is like, do better in science. Actually read all reading assignments. Kiss Susie Crabgrass.
Easy.
Love it. And then I wrote, what the fuck were those bangs? Tragic. I don't know which one of that was specified.
Yeah,
to.
what's so funny is that comment works for both of us.
Right.
Perfect.
Mose walks up. She shows Ned her new semester to-do list. Hang with Susie, date Seth, spend less time with Ned and Cookie.
Asshole.
Perfect.
Then we see Susie walks by with Loomer. He's still dressed as like this preppy guy because they're dating. She nods. She nods hey to them. Ned pines. And then P. Cookie makes his entrance. He's got a gold chain, blue and gold tracksuit. He's got this big floppy yellow beret.
Out here.
Bling is blinging. It's blinding. Love that. On his semester to-do list, it's just act cool, talk cool, dress cool,
date cool ladies. It's
Love
a new
that.
semester and a new me.
He pulls up what, like a first edition BlackBerry to show us? Or
It's like a Palm Pilot BlackBerry type thing. Yeah.
Deal. Then Lisa Zemo comes up, sees the change in Cookie. She's disappointed. Okay. Then we cut to Susie telling Loomer that they're going to share a locker together, aka she's moving into his locker. The cronies arrive with their list, which is just a list of bashings written on their forearms. It half and half, so when you put them together, it's a full list. Susie says, Loomer's bullying days are over. And he says, they are not over. Crony echoes this, and then Susie gives him a glare, and it's overlaid by this like ferocious cheetah sound effect, which was like great.
So fitting.
So fitting. So they're crushed. They walk away. She begins throwing stuff out of Loomer's locker, including a bottle of juice, which crashes open on the floor while Ned and Mose talk. She says, you should kiss Susie off your list. He says, no way. He's known since 4th grade. She's destined to be his first kiss. Mose says, you've never been kissed? Ned says, well, there was that time with you. And Mose says, we were 5 and my mom made me do it. Doesn't count. Okay? Miss Hunsucker walks by and trips in the juice. Ned catches her. She gives him a big kiss on the cheek. Love it. Ned's first kiss.
Doesn't count.
Crony and Buzz wonder if there's anyone in the school who can fill the shoes of a tough and imposing presence like Loomer. Then they see P. Cookie with his background music. They rush up to him. They exchange sups and immediately start flanking him.
Yeah.
Great. Once again,
I got a gang. Gang.
The cronies found their new leader.
Once again, Lisa notices.
Hates it.
And hates it. Okay? Ned sees Susie being cute with Loomer in Sweeney's class. Sweeney hands out the periodic table to be memorized by the end of the semester, and he does this sinister laugh to Ned. Like it's real sinister.
Yeah.
And then he says, you got to start on your to-do list right away. He studies one element, then crosses it off his to-do list, reasoning that it was one more element than he knew last year. Ned and Mose realize they're both vying for Susie's attention. Ned says they should team up to turn Loomer back to his old bully self. Susie will hate it, drop him, go to the mall with Ned, where Ned will buy her a smoothie she enjoys so much that she'll kiss Ned. At first, Mose is like, no, I'm not going to do this plan. And they have this darling little exchange of Ned convincing her. We get back to the lunch table triangle. Ned stares at Susie. Susie stares at Loomer. Loomer stares at Mose. Mose is horrified. She agrees to the plan with Ned to turn Loomer back to a bully.
That shot was great.
Zemo approaches the table, worried for Cookie. Ned assures her it's just a phase and that he'll probably walk through the door any minute, the same old Cookie. QP Cookie smashing through the door with Crony and Buzz, now dressed in tracksuits and blinged out like Cookie, a la a music video, complete with a smoke machine, Cookie mugs for the camera, showing off white
porn,
while people chant his name. Lisa is shocked. Loomer walks with Susie, carrying an alarming number of books, stacked near to toppling. Ned and Mose lurk, hatching their plan to send Loomer into a jealous rage by faking that they are dating. They try holding hands, arms over the shoulder. Mose puts her shoulder around Ned, gestures for their head to touch. It's so awkward because I was so much taller.
I had caught up.
No,
season 2,
not really.
I was way taller than season 1.
Not really.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
really.
yeah.
They can't do it. They're too weirded out. Ned opens his locker. The weasel kisses him right on the mouth. Mose thinks she saw some tongue. Cookie starts acting like a douche, bullying people out of a table, invites Lisa to join them. She tells him he used to be cool, but now he's just a bully in fly clothes.
Thinks he's cool.
That quote was
great.
insane.
I forget
You're just a bully in fly clothes who thinks he's fly, but he's not. Wow.
Yeah. Oh,
In
so
fly clothes who thinks he's fly, but he's not.
Thinks he's cool.
Why'd she hate your confidence, man? Why'd she want to dim your shine,
She
man?
want to dim my light, man.
Yeah, you
just
were
branching
cool as
out a little
shit.
bit,
Because that was
you know?
cockiness and not confidence.
Well, I guess.
Ned reads a book for 0.5 seconds, crosses read all reading assignments off his list. Doris and the huge crew approach.
With
They
the
drop a
women.
book on Ned's furt.
On his furt. Drop that. Drop that dun-dun-dun on his furt.
They drop a book on his furt.
So they drop a book. Then they squeeze lemon juice, and so he puckers, and Doris plants one on him. Lemon puckers don't count, he says. Loomer runs up to Ned and Mose, distressed, zipping himself into a duffel bag to avoid Susie, who is stressing him out, though dyeing her hair
like
is
that
kind of
sometime.
fun. Ned suggests breaking up with her. Loomer says that could be more painful than staying. Loomer asks Mose. Mose pauses and says, every time I try to give you advice from the superior girl mind, you always go to Gordy for a plan. To which Ned responds, you're right. And he drags Loomer off to Gordy. They pass Susie, who says, haven't seen him from the duffel bag. Gordy says they need manly advice, which he'll demonstrate with dolls. Says she might like a guy who takes charge or go back to your super bully ways, though she may be repulsed by your leatheriness and dump you. They end up flipping a coin. P. Cookie walks up on Lisa, dressed like a badass, shaking down a kid for his lunch money.
Oh, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa's shaking the kid down. I'm like, Lisa, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm shaking down this fool for his cheddar. It's cool. I'm cool. I love that.
Dude, her, like, those two lines, the fly line and then that line are so funny. I'm shaking this kid down for his cheddar. It's cool. I'm cool.
No.
Says he's not afraid to use, she said she's not afraid to use her nasal spray on this kid. Cookie is horrified, says it isn't her. She said, does this sound familiar? You're the coolest kid I know, even when you're not trying to be cool. Plus the bling's too shiny. Crony and Buzz enter, sup, like, because you don't answer back, so they're all confused. Cookie says his school days are over. They ask who's going to tell them what to do and say. Cookie says they should think and act for themselves, and that they don't have to follow anyone or repeat what they say, to which Crony repeats that they don't have to follow anyone or repeat what they say. Cookie and Lisa walk away. Cookie says he does like her outfit.
Yeah.
We find Susie and Mose in the hallway together. Ned
the leather
approaches.
play, huh?
Susie says she's going to break up with Loomer because he's too wimpy. She wants a man to take charge once in a while. That's when Loomer enters, changed back to his bully self. Susie is flattered, thinking he did it for her. She likes it. Tells him to put her books away in her locker. He refuses. She said she's still the boss, but he can keep the jacket. Got it? Crony and Buzz swarm to her, repeating, got it. Loomer exits whimpering. Then Susie backs Ned into the wall. They kiss. She thinks him wanting to kiss her since the 4th grade is the sweetest thing she's ever heard, but she's going out with Loomer now, so I'm afraid our love can never be, for now anyway. And then the gang is triumphant. Cookie is back in his old clothes. Loomer enters to say he's reinstating beatings, and Cookie and Ned are the first dorks on his list. Mo says this is going to be a great, wonderful, and weird semester. She offers Lisa a cheese stick. Ned and Cookie run from Loomer through the hall.
Yeah. That was a great recap. That was the episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Wow, that was a journey. You really just wrote down the whole fucking
Yes,
show,
I did.
huh?
Yes, I did.
I
Because
love this new Lindsey Shaw season 2 rewatch coming in prepared.
look.
It's weird.
I don't like to use one good experience as a blanket for the future.
You're saying temper my
hold
expectations
on
moving
now.
forward.
Hold on now. This
was one time.
One good effort. Okay.
All that work, and what did it get me?
I thought it was such a great episode, season opener. Like, I thought it was like peak Neds. I didn't remember this episode like in particular, but then watching it, I'm like, this is peak Neds. The way our arcs kind of like intertwined and we kind of
ripeness.
It was peak ripeness. The way we all start in one place and end in another. Like, I just thought it was perfect.
Yeah,
this
and
was like perfect Neds.
Just the whole same shit, just a different day type thing. It's like, okay, new semester, but you know, as much as we try to branch out one way, it all just comes back. We're still getting our asses kicked by the same bullies.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. It's not all that different except for a worse haircut, and I was definitely taller on you than first season. First season, I'm at your shoulder.
I agree.
In season 2, I was like, hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna be 100%
Hell
though. My neck is still at a crick leaning down to yours when I say put heads together. I literally go,
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
you
know
don't
what I'm
need to
saying?
do that.
You know what I'm saying? That's actually written in the script.
Mose cricks her neck down.
You gotta touch your head. You can only come so far.
Linz, thanks for actually watching the episode.
I did
You
good.
know, it means a
I
lot.
did good.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, even though I
the
got
viewers will
super
like it.
sweaty reading it.
Yeah.
I
Was
did.
it a lot of pressure? Yeah, for the listeners, yeah, she's sweating. That nostril is
Yeah, Lindsay's
moist.
glistening.
Yeah, I am. I don't know. I just felt like I was like having to like perform that kind of.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
Is it just Devin's like overwhelming judgmental energy that just makes you? Yeah. Okay.
like
okay.
he's literally like,
Yeah.
no, great.
Dude,
kind of how
it's
you
so
are.
hard to read our ads with Devin sometimes, man. It's like he's like, get it right.
Get it right, you guys. It's just talking to the camera.
It's just 20 lines. Come on.
Daniel, you do be struggling.
hey, you know. I'm setting up the camera, I'm working with the
You
sound. I got
have
a
your
lot of
mind in a different
pieces,
place.
But I show up.
Yeah, you do.
We all
When it
show up.
counts, clutch.
We all show
I
up.
wish you guys could feel the collar of my shirt.
Oh, it's
Well, I was wearing that Ned's Letterman
you had to come
jacket.
about
Had to
that
take it
thing.
off. That shit is hot.
It is so hot.
but it's hot every time.
Every time. This jacket is unwearable.
Yep.
Yeah. I used to wear it in Mississippi when I went back I used to feel so
Winters,
cold.
right?
Winters
Like
in Mississippi.
this would be great outside. Inside, never. So hot.
no.
Oh, also, can I show you guys something? So listeners, I'm sorry, you're not gonna be able to see this, but H&M did me dirty. You know?
H&M tags.
For the listeners, I got one of those ink security tags on
it's
my
gonna
shirt.
spray all over everything.
But I wanted to wear it, so I just have it facing away from the camera.
Wait, Deb, you know that's because they forgot to take it off, right?
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
I said they did me dirty.
Because I'm like, that's not how it usually is.
Do you think I'm showing off my cool security tag because I think it's a feature on my t-shirt?
Some people keep the sticker on their hats.
I don't look. I look dewy. Okay.
You are Dewey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Thank God that's a
you're
genre.
dewy as shit.
Yeah, I am.
New semester.
Yeah. New semester. Who welcomed new semesters with open arms in real life?
New semesters weren't a big thing to me.
Yeah.
New Year's.
Yes.
New Year's were big.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I wasn't even sure when the semester cut off.
I didn't either. I was just like, I'm here in this
Yeah.
prison, and I'm gonna be here
Because
until.
you get like 10 days off for winter and then you're back at it, right? There was
Right.
never a big break.
I just
for
remember
winter.
Christmas break.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then now I'm back. Yeah.
Remember when life was broken up into semesters at least, and then once you're done with school, it's just life.
You gotta make your own
Forever.
structure. Yeah, just life forever.
There's no
Dang.
there's no breaking it up. There's no summer break. There's just life in perpetuity.
Then you just get lunch breaks, and that's it.
You have to come up with your own ways to diversify your time.
Yeah. This pod has been good to get me on some type of schedule. Like college was great for me, but then it was like this big break where it's like, oh dang, even the work I would do, because I do a lot of freelance kind of stuff like that.
Right.
And entertainment, you never know when you're never just on indefinite, like for the whole time. So this pod, breaking things out into little 3-month kind of periods has been good. Yeah.
I would hate a 3-month period.
Well, damn. Yeah.
I do so well with structure, and so much of my life has no structure because of the choices and the way I want it to be. But man, so much of my life has no structure. I definitely do better when it's like, hey, here are these dates and deadlines and things that need to get done.
Yeah,
I'm like,
keeps me
hey,
grounded.
I can do that. Yeah.
Too much choice, freedom of choice. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
It can be dangerous.
Oh, it's scary.
Talk about just giving me my own rope to hang myself with.
I mean, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, too much time. Just spiral.
Yeah.
So we're all similar in that way,
Yeah.
huh? Are you good at setting your own deadlines? Because I'm not.
Oh, deadlines?
Yeah.
I'll get things done by the deadline for sure.
Hold on, but the thing hold on.
What does that mean?
Hold on, but the thing needs to get done by that time, right? Like I'm talking about when I
Personal
set,
goals.
Yeah, like when I know it doesn't need to get done, but I'm like, I should finish it by then, and it's like, but I know it doesn't need to get done, so then it never gets done.
It's called integrity, Devin.
Which he has none of?
I'll see myself out.
No, dude, when I have something on my plate, I like to, I'm a execution-oriented guy. So when it's there for me to do, I want to get it done right then and there. I'm a right then and there type of guy. If something's too far in the future, I can easily lose track of it and be like, oh, I didn't even know that was something that was needed of me.
You almost forgot we were recording the podcast.
I forgot we were recording today. Yeah.
I just got a flash of Daniel's past life.
Oh, yeah, okay. Tell me about it.
You operated the guillotine.
Oh, nice. Did I pull up late sometimes to
yes.
chopping the heads off?
Yes,
Oh,
and that caused much anxiety and soiling of the pants. Oh. But you were also like fair. You stood up there, you've been found, you know what I'm saying? And you'd get it done. You'd be imposing, but fair. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay, but I pulled that thing down and let it rip.
Yep. What? You would just go, what?
Nice.
Yeah. And he'd be a little French under there.
A little French?
Because didn't the guillotine start in France?
It's a French word.
Guillotine. See? I'd used context clues.
Nice. Nice. I like to imagine it was during the
You know what?
Revolution.
And you'd operate the little basket their head would fall into.
And yours would be the little head falling into the basket.
Oh, Lindsey's been killed in so many past lives.
Yes.
We gotta get rid of her.
Witch! Burn her! No!
Oh no.
Oh my God, speaking of which.
Speaking of which, but
what?
Let's move on.
Was there an end to that?
No. Not one
You
that I
got a
can
witch
say on this
story?
podcast.
Oh.
You got a story about witches?
No, burning.
Let's
move on.
Okay, we'll move on. Let's get out of here.
Okay, anyways, yeah, we were on a fucking call yesterday, and Daniel, watching you process that you forgot we were filming today.
I forgot the call.
Our producer, Dylan
Lindsey
and
wasn't
Dev-
even there on the fucking call.
Yeah, Lindsey wasn't there. Okay.
This was a team meeting set last week in our calendars.
But you guys kept saying, oh, yeah. So tomorrow's going to be great. It's going to run smooth. I'm like, tomorrow? You mean Thursday?
Dude, I love that you didn't bring that up. We had said tomorrow.
Several times. I was like, hey, maybe he's just having a little baby mini stroke or something like that.
You never thought you were the one having the mini stroke.
Yeah, then by the end of it, I'm like, no. Before we sign off here, why do you guys keep saying tomorrow? They're like, we're shooting tomorrow. Oh, man. But I made it. Hey.
Yeah, you did.
You made it. That brought me a lot of joy. Watching your whole worldview change. I watched your whole time shift. You were like, oh, I have a lot to do today.
Dude, and we had this whole sophisticated conversation about, we're going to need this, and we got to make sure this check is in place, and da-da-da-da.
Meanwhile, Daniel
Daniel's
doesn't
like,
even know we're coming in.
When?
Oh, my God.
But when, though?
Man, I ended up having to go and get my hair cut, get all the
looks
clothes.
good.
Yeah, you look
Looks
fresh.
That's all right. Oh, thank you.
You look fresh.
A little fade. Hey, me. Out here.
Yeah, and Lindsey, yeah.
I like you.
You showed up.
The updo. The do-up. Yeah.
You put your hair on your head.
Yeah,
so
did.
that's cool.
Yeah, I did.
It's
too hot.
For those of you just listening, Lindsey has what could only be described as a cinnamon roll on top of her head.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a slinky made out of hair.
It's a slinky. It's a hair slinky.
Slinky bun.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a vibe, though. It's a vibe.
Okay.
Do you think it was
Chiquita banana.
Do you think it was childhood you who decided on those bangs you have for season 2 for Moe's?
You know, as a child, I made none of my own decisions. Anything anybody else wanted was my decision. So I'm sure when you say, was it your decision? No.
None of it was.
No. But I
Got
smiled like it was.
Got it. Yeah.
I hated those bangs. I absolutely hated them.
They're not great, and we're going to have a
They're
full
horrible.
season of them.
They're literally horrible.
Yeah, we're going to have a full season of those until we get to season 3 Moe's with pretty hair.
And then you literally swipe it to the right. It's like, look, I don't work in administration, okay? I just look like this middle-aged woman with this swoop bang thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I like when English ladies call it fringe. That's what they call bangs, fringe. I got fringe.
Right.
Yeah.
Your fringe makes me whinge.
You got a bit of fringe on your minge.
It's a muff. You guys, muff?
Talking to the muff.
What do you think of when you think muff?
Vagina.
Muffler. Oh. I think vagina for sure. Muff. The muff.
I think
we talked
a
about
muff.
Muff. A
You
muff?
didn't. That doesn't
Like a
communicate
muffin?
anything.
A muffin?
A muff.
A
You know,
muffin.
those things that you put your freaking hands into. That you'd keep your hands warm.
Hand muff.
The lady would put it up here, and it would be made of raccoon
A muff.
skin, and they would stay warm.
It's like a hand warmer, a muff. I mean, that's probably why a vagina
Was it called a muff? Because that's where it's located.
It's like a little
Warm
pocket.
yourself up.
Put it
little
over your
pocket.
muff. Hey, it's Muffy in here.
It's Muffy.
Muffy.
It's amazing.
Muffy the Vampire Slayer.
Hey, Linz, close your legs.
Muffy.
Wow. Hey.
Well, fucking Muffy.
Daniel.
Hey.
Close your mouth. Muffy.
Yeah. Let's make a little Muffy.
Hey, Dev, wash your ass. It's Muffy.
I love that.
Yeah, this studio
Oh my
gets
God.
Muffy pretty often.
I mean,
I think the Podco producers just like us to be in some kind of humid atmosphere. I think they like us in our juices or something.
But we're generating this though. The humidity's coming from somewhere. It's us.
Yeah.
It's all the muffin.
This studio's Muffy. You got a crazy look in your eye that I'm fucking into, Lindsey.
Good Lord.
you know what I
Scared and
could
excited.
never wear? The outfit Zendaya wore to the Dune premiere.
Zendaya's
Daya?
like,
Is it Daya?
Zendaya.
I say
I think
Daya.
it's
Okay,
Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Her like bubble suit she wore to the Dune. You couldn't wear that.
I couldn't even stand no.
Now why? Explain to me why she couldn't wear it.
Lindsey couldn't wear it because the atmosphere coming off Lindsey's sweat body.
Oh yeah.
All those see-through bubbles would be
Perspiration.
That ass would just
condensation.
be cloud. Big cloud.
bet.
And I thought, well, I
bet.
broke the seal. Can do it now. You know what I'm
Damn.
saying?
Yeah.
I wonder if she farted in that thing.
Had to.
And then she took it off, if it was trapped in there.
She could have sold that for so much money. A trapped
She
fart
could have sold
in the bubble.
Not just any fart. Zendaya fart.
That's what I'm saying. That's
fart.
a special fart.
That is a specialized fart,
I'd bid on that fart.
right?
Damn.
I bet it's a little ripe.
Oh, for sure.
Hey.
Ripe.
Hey.
Wow, this is horrifying. But have you guys ever like? How should I say this? Have you ever farted in a container and then smelled it?
Oh my
Hell
God.
no.
What about a shower and you almost kill yourself?
I've been now that yes.
You almost knock
I
yourself.
almost died
You
of
passed yourself
carbon
out.
monoxide poisoning.
It mixes
That's
with
my
the steam.
skydiving.
That's my type of skydiving. I won't jump out of a plane, but I will suffocate myself in my own aromas.
Pass out in the same way, come to in the same horrifying way.
Oh my God.
When it mixes with the steam.
It's a wild ride.
It's
Direct deposit to your nose.
Insane.
Oh man.
I remember I got told this. So I was doing like my first and only student film that I did, and this guy played my dad in it, right? So like the second day, we're supposed to be having like this really sweet father-daughter moment, right? And like right before we shoot, he tells me, he goes, "Man, I farted in the shower so bad this morning, I almost passed myself out." And then he goes, and I thought, you're horrifying.
Dang.
I judged him so hard, and I just want to say, hey, I'm sorry, man. That's hilarious.
Oh man.
The fact that he would tell me.
Hey, I love that sentence structure though. I almost passed myself out. I farted so bad I almost passed myself out. Almost passed out.
That's so good.
That's great.
So good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you should try sometime fart into like a little
Oh
container.
my God. Wait. Go back to
He's
this.
being serious.
What
Tell
was
us
the
about
container?
Your fetish.
How often have you done it?
How much are you selling the jars for?
Do you put it in the microwave?
Jesus Christ.
Really pressurize that thing.
Here's what happened. Sometimes with friends, we end up playing like a little game.
What kind of friends you got?
With friends, we end up playing like a little game of chicken. Like basically like bet you won't. Like you're gonna back out of this, and then we all end up doing it. So what happened was I was with Theo. I was with Theo Olivares, crony from Neds, right? Featured in this episode.
Right.
This was recently. This was a couple years ago. I was with him at his childhood home in Albuquerque. Him, me, and Mayada Walsh. And Mayada told us she just volunteered this information from her childhood that her and her best friend cousin, when they were growing up, she's half Brazilian. She was like, me and my cousin, we'd played this game called Pochinho. And we were like, what the fuck is Pochinho? And Pochinho, I guess in Portuguese means like little container. It means like little jar. And she said they would fart into the Pochinho and make each other smell it. And we were like, that's disgusting. Bet you won't. And we found a Pochinho in Theo's house, and then we played Pochinho.
I love how you just ended the story there. Matter of factly, that's not a matter of fact thing. And we played Pacino. Oh my gosh, she just made that up on the spot.
Never in my
played
life.
Pacino.
No, thank you.
It's pretty wild.
I mean, were you surprised?
I was surprised by how much a fart will stay in a jar.
Oh,
It'll get in there.
I bet. Okay, now you got to break it down for me. Was this like bare buttock into the jar, or it was through the pan?
Was it more sulfur or sour fruit?
There's a difference.
Did it go like this or like this?
Does it swoop down or does it swoop up? Does it make you curl in or does it make you
go
spread away?
Yeah.
We experienced all sides of the spectrum, to be honest. 3 different farts. You know, there was smells going around.
Different jars, same jar.
Same jar.
Damn. So whoever took that whiff after the third jar.
Oh my God, you didn't even get a clean palate after the.
Listen, guys, I'm gross, all right?
Wow.
No, it really made me laugh because it's so gross. It was terrifying getting up to the jar. You're like, no, okay.
Hank, wait.
It was like Jackass, man.
So whose fart did you get? Myra's or?
Myra's.
I've always had a terrible time saying her
Mayada.
name.
Everyone has a hard time.
Myra.
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 Is more flavorful. Yes.
Definitely.
Myra.
I forget who got whose, man, but it was a new experience.
Wait, you're
for
saying
You can't forget.
you didn't pass it around the whole place?
Oh, things got passed around.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's all one memory.
Did Bernadette
to me.
play?
No. Theo's mom was not involved in Pacino, and she probably would have.
Hey, can I ask
been
also, were
stoked.
the farts loud that you would put into these things, or were they silent?
Because those have different
Yeah.
weight to them.
Yeah. Density. It's all about the density.
Yeah, we all know the silent ones are hotter
Because
and
they are
spicier.
so packed with protein.
No room for sound. It's all baked into the smell.
Dang, that's wild.
Oh my God, it's that flaky crust, okay? But
No energy dissipated through the sound. That's great.
the loud ones, you were doing loud ones.
I'm lucky in my
loud
life.
crack.
My farts are more known for their sound, not their smell, and I feel grateful for that because sound is funny. Smell is only sometimes funny, sometimes disgusting.
Smell is never funny.
Oh, it's funny.
I mean, it's funny sometimes, but only if it's your own.
Dang. I'm trying to imagine because Mayara was always giving me the.
Mayada.
No, I just said it.
Mayada.
No, but it's an R in there.
Mayada.
Yeah, Mayara. Yeah,
There you go.
Mayara.
But the R is a D.
I mean, yeah, but you know,
But it's not Mayara. It's Mayada.
No, I'll roll the R. Mayara. Let it do a tap.
It's not
there,
even
Mayara.
that. It's
Mayara.
da. Yep.
Mayara.
You got it.
Mayara. My bad, Mayara. But she's always giving me the Tristan Mays kind of in a coven vibe. So I'm just imagining her like in a low lit setting with the cap on, the preacher cap or whatever the hell you call that thing, and then her just going, "You ever played a game called Chino?" It's like, oh, what was that setting like? How did it come
Dude,
up?
no. I'm going to leave it as that because that
Legs crossed.
is the
Smoking a
perfect
cigarette.
imagery that I want everyone to have for how this game went and how mysterious and cool and both foul Mayada is. She does have like Tristan May's like mysterious cool, but she's also obviously one of my closest friends, so I get to know.
Quick question:
her
Can
disgustingness,
you
too.
do like a sound, like reenactment of each of theirs?
Like guess my fart.
Yeah.
By the way, that's one of my favorite TikTok trends. Is
That's how
guess
yours
my
would be.
fart.
Burr? It sounds like one of those dogs who's confused. Burr?
Yours would go
Burr?
come out here and go slightly like that,
Hold on, let's hear yours because it's terrible. Let's hear it.
like an actual fart.
No, your mouth version. What was it? Burr? It goes like this.
Yes, thank you.
You gotta.
Say thanks for the correction.
It's air passing through lips. You know what I mean?
Yeah, trust me, I know about air passing through lips.
I know you do.
Hey.
I queef on command. Okay.
Yeah.
Do Theo's for me.
Oh, Theo. Yeah, Theo's like a little Mexican trumpet. You know.
Oh, that thing is tight. That thing is tight. He needs to sit on a corn cob. Come on.
That was Theos.
It's spit street corn.
Jesus.
I'm sending these clips to Theo.
Wait. And then Mayada.
Mayada. Hers.
It's called an alveolar tap, guys.
Exactly. I think Mayada's were silent and smelly, you know, just. But don't get close.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
But you did. You literally put your nose in there.
Yeah.
Now, why so much echo and air on it?
Because she loves taking back shots.
That's what it sounds like. That was my guess.
Just kidding, girl. You're way too classy
Just a
for that.
loose ass.
Yep.
Oh, we love you. We love you, Mayada.
It's a little bit of Jack Frost in there. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness,
dude! Sorry, Mayada. I'm sorry I had to tell Pacino on the pod.
Paint this image of her in people's heads.
When is she gonna be on the pod?
Oh yeah, we'll get her on.
Yeah,
and then we
anytime.
could all play Pacino.
Oh my God! Can we play around? Oh, can that be our yes? The social media thing?
Hey.
It's wild. You don't want to play Pacino. Man.
No, don't worry. I won't.
Listen, man.
I would never want to know either of you like that.
That's
but you kind of want to know.
Yeah, I do. I'm more want to know you. Daniel and I have this wonderful, like, we're Barbies. Get what I mean? There's no genitalia. There's no nothing when it comes to Daniel and I. We're just pals.
Just
you know
almost
what I mean?
humans.
Yeah. Almost connecting.
In that
every
schoolroom,
time.
in that schoolroom, though, there've been some smells. I know we kind of know each other's smells.
Are you?
What the fuck are you saying, Daniel?
You guys both have loose booties, and sometimes you let a couple rip.
I remember you letting some.
This
rip.
guy was you would let him go. You let him go. That was like your thing, because he wouldn't go and take an actual shit.
Yeah, you fuck. You would just shit the air.
So he's just letting some out every now and again.
Shit the air in the schoolroom. Small schoolroom.
A lot of smells there.
Small schoolroom, packed in there.
Packed in there. The air is dense.
Yeah. Sometimes we would do PE in there, so it's just all
sweaty.
Concentrated.
Man, farts have made me laugh my entire life.
My entire life.
And I think that's why I believe in God. I think I think the fact that as serious as our lives can get all of our little buttholes make a funny horn noise and a stinky smell is hilarious. Take yourself seriously, why don't you? Damn. Jennifer Lopez, I know you fart.
But then why has it become so far removed from the human condition to fart? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
waste.
Why do we...
We're trying to hide from the fact that waste exists, I think. That's what I've always associated with.
I think we're trying to hide from the fact that we're gross little balls of gas.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Who made it gross? Society made it gross. It's just a biological function.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So, like, our projections onto it might not even be correct because we're probably just embarrassed while we're laughing.
Wild question. Like, when we're talking about just the olfactory system, you know, your ability to smell, our association of some things with being rancid versus not. Even like how roses kind of do smell like boo boo ooh ooh. You know?
Wait,
to
front or
quote
back?
Andre
Front or
3000. Front or back?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Under.
But yeah, why
The
do we
connection.
associate it with stank? But then again, I think humans, you know,
Categorize
things. Death. So when we smell a dead body or dead animal,
yeah.
we're like, oh, that stinks. Maybe it's more so the death that we're afraid of, or maybe it's more so the waste.
Well, and like,
yeah, I like that.
you don't want to be around or near poop.
No,
you know what I mean? Just there's a biological like no.
Yeah.
I'm so
Don't
grateful.
shit where you sleep.
I'm so grateful we're in modern day because can you imagine what life used to smell like?
Man.
Pre-hygiene, pre-sewer systems.
Man.
Oh, it must have been so gross. How did people procreate, man?
The whores.
The horrors.
Think of the whores.
Think of the whores.
They've always had it the worst.
Oh, the whores had it the worst. Damn.
Yeah.
No, my parents like.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine the cheese curds made under there?
Ugh.
Your parents did what?
Nasty.
Your parents had whores?
Oh, good Lord. Like, you know, like outhouses and stuff like that. We weren't too removed from that, especially coming from like rural Mississippi.
Right.
Louisiana as well. Like back in the day, my parents like they remembered using like something they would call a slop jar. Like they call it a slop jar.
What's a slop jar?
A slop jar. And many of the formerly enslaved kind of, you know, they didn't move into the, you know, those systems, like no plumbing systems
Right.
people's houses at the time. But a slop jar was like this thing you kept around in case you needed to relieve yourself without having to run out through the cold to go to the outhouse. And they would have a slop jar, like right there, and probably just sit on the outside of the house.
Just the name slop jar just immediately visceral.
And they don't pronounce it. They don't pronounce it the same way. So when you hear old heads talking about it, I had to go and get that slop jaw. That slop jaw. Slop jaw? How do you spell that? It's like a jar of slop. I mean, yeah. It's real, yeah. And even if we think about the biggest castles in like Europe in like the 1500s, like those were some shitty places to be, you know, their little systems
slopped off.
Wait, I saw a illustration. I saw an illustration of a castle outhouse and
it was in the tower.
And it's in the tower, and the shit was just falling out a hole down the side of the tower, like down to where the peasants live, basically. Like, it's just the side of a tower, just a hole, the shit's falling out.
And you can build your houses there.
It's good insulation for the winter.
It'll be $1,500.
Kind of like modern life.
And you have to pay us a tax for your shit insulation. Hey, guys, I just want to say... happy congratulations on us doing this for a year.
Man.
And I think
Good
it's
stuff, guys.
so fitting that we spent most of the episode talking about farts and poops.
Right?
Yeah, that's all we know.
That's
all we
who
know.
we are.
That's what we built this podcast on, and it's what we're going to keep building it on.
I'll die on this hill.
I'll die on this hill. Farts and poops.
Let's go.
Let's give a tip. Fucking tip, man.
I would say, look, you should be pooping at least once a day. If you're not pooping more, like if you're not pooping at least that much, check in with yourself. Yeah. Check in with yourself. Eat a couple apples. Throw a bowl of oatmeal into your morning routine. But you need to remove that bowel. Sometimes my friends were like, "Hey, haven't shit for 4 or 5 days," and I think, "What? You're not even
I would die
over 30." Like, anyway, get that poop to scooting.
Poop diddy scoop. You know, this episode and talk of poop really, you know, it calls me to the old 90s adage, you smelt it, you dealt it. I just really want to see if anyone remembers that. Dude, does Gen Z even say that anymore?
Probably not.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
He who smelt it, dealt
Hath
it.
dealt it.
I remember being told that for the first time and being super offended because I had done it, and my friend Kay said that, who also had my birthday, and I was just like, "You Eskimo bitch!
Don't call me out, you
This
bitch!"
man Nuke, like big, tall, beautiful, like she was like Pocahontas almost, and she just said it, and I was just like, I hate you, Kay.
Oh my god!
Damn. Yeah, because you didn't have a response.
No, I didn't. I just went.
Melted to melted. Dang, dude. Yeah, rhymes hurt. When someone rhymes with the fact, it hurts.
Anyway,
my tip is more just an acknowledgement.
I think I spit on you.
For those of you out there who are newly dating someone and you're still in that phase where you're not farting in front of each other, so however long you hang out, you are holding that shit in your ass so much. And then as soon as, you know, this new lover leaves your door, you're immediately just like busting ass. I just want to say, stay strong.
Stay strong, man.
Just carry some poo-pourri with you and
Stay
some
strong.
matches.
Yeah, nothing wrong with busting a little ass.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am straight up with anybody. I'm as straight up as I am with
Straight
you
shooter.
guys. If there's anybody over who needs to,
You're farting in front of a new
I'm not
lover?
farting. I'm talking about, hey, if you gotta, you know, take a shit, you're safe in my
But
bathroom.
I'm talking about farts too. When you're newly dating someone, you're not just farting. You're
Not willingly.
You're not letting them hear your little toot sounds yet.
Yeah.
That's so intimate. That's more
Yeah.
intimate than your trauma. First date, you're like, here's all my trauma, but don't hear my butt noises.
Wait, can I ask this? You guys ever driven past a paper mill? No, you haven't. Maybe it's just a Mississippi thing. Paper mills smell disgusting. No, it's just a random thought, but we're talking about farts.
Yeah.
And I've been with like a new young lady and driven past a paper mill. Or actually, I farted not been past a paper mill. And I'm like, oh, these paper mills. Damn, it's terrible, right?
She's like,
what?
We're in the forest.
We're in the city.
Yes.
Love you guys. Happy 1 year. I hope to do this for many more years
1 year.
to come. See you next week. Follow us on the things and check out Ned's Pod Extras every Friday.
Good stuff.
Smooches.
Peace.
Hey,
We love our super friend. Yeah.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Neds. We want to shout out our top patrons supporting us through our first year of this podcast. These are our super friends, super duper friends.
Super duper duper friends. We have DePaul Vera, Colin G, Barbara Lavadino, Alicia Cox, Johnny Gonzalez, Blips, What's Up Fam 123, George Mejia, Darby LaPlante, Jamie Haynes, Raiden L. There's more.
Tilly Lanigan.
Ooh, okay.
Brian Vega,
Wait.
Camden Graves, Legendary, Zax, Shelly Lucero, Joseph Campanile, Ryan Burnett, Allie 2718, Stop Looking at Me, Alexis Bowman, Francisco Valencia, Michael Chapman, Andrew Courtney, Devin McKenzie, Corbin, Andreas Ramirez, Danny Espudo, Zach Harper.
Yeah.
Reading is a thing for you.
All the super friends.
All right. Special shout out to Jacob Nelson, Blake, Sydney England, Charlie Hand, George by Nature, Jennifer Wynn, Christina, Danito, Celestial Dawn, Rebecca Saletti, Eve, and Derek Fisher.
We love you guys.
We
1
love you
year
guys.
of support.
Thank you for supporting this pod through its first year. If you want to become a patron, go to patreon.com/Neds. Listen, love you guys.
We love you guys.
Patreon.com/Neds. You, Lindsey.
Peace.